Yo, guys, Urban Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, I am so happy because it is NF back in the house again. And guys, we are now on the fifth album I'm covering, and that is The Search. Really? So we've done mansions, we've done therapy session, we've done moments, we've done perception. I've covered a couple of tracks from his new album, Hope. Really? And The Search. I did the first track to The Search yesterday. And wow, that was incredible because there was a line in it when he was saying he was looking for the map for hope or the map of hope. That just blew my socks off, guys. So, guys, this is the second track we're going to be covering from NF. I think it's called Leave Me Alone, something like that, guys. You know, I've got the memory and the the recall, not of a goldfish, but of a tadpole. So, guys, I never remember titles. Really, I don't. Long-term memory, great. Short-term memory, it's worse than that of a sieve. Just go straight through. But guys, here at Urb'n Barz, let's check out our man NF. Let's check out the second track of the Search album. And I think it's called Leave Me Alone. Guys, let's go. Oh, I like it already. So it starts with the telephone going. We got some high-end sounds coming out here. And it looks like our man's pushing that car again. I love the colors. The colors are so sort of grayed out, aren't they? They're such a grayed out colors here, guys. So let's go. You see the balloons as well. And the telephone keeps going, so it's duh, 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 duh. Duh, 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 duh. And then the phone rings. Duh, 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 duh. Duh, 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 duh. Rings again. Oh my gosh, guys. Let's wheel this one last time. Lots of voices going on in the background. Lots of sounds. Is that inside Eddie's head? Hey! Hey!
Panic stricken, handle business, not a joke. Yeah, manners.
Panic stricken. There is no business, not a joke. Whoa. Leave me alone. Hey!
Leave me alone! Panic stricken, handle business, not a joke. Yeah, manners missing, travel different, no control. Yeah, time to listen, time to zip it, keep it close. My description, highly gifted.
So there again, we've got the guys in white that was in The Search, and they're all surrounding our man NF. And this time, he's got a big sort of black Joker smile across his face. He's still pulling the cart. And that white thing, whoever that guy put in to his car at the end of The Search, it's there in the car. I don't know what it is. I said that the other day. I still don't know what that is, guys. We've got the balloons here. Do you know what? For a minute, I thought this is almost like a Western, spaghetti Western sort of forecourt kind of thing, but it's not. This is encased. Guys, I have no idea where we're at. But I like the bit when he said, hey, leave me alone. Let's go.
Panic stricken, handle business, not a joke. Yeah, manners missing, travel different, no control. Yeah, time to listen, time to zip it, keep it close. My description, highly gifted, take some notes. Yeah, lack of interest, why'd you visit? Hit the road. Yeah, I'm kinda twisted, so keep your distance, be a ghost. Yeah, see, I'm inventive, but quite the menace. You ain't know? Well, then I'm offended. Let's jog your memories, here we go. Yeah, I went from nobody to kinda famous. Hide my plaques inside a closet, I just can't explain it.
I went from nobody to kind of famous, and I hide my plaques inside the cupboard, a closet. Sorry, I can't explain it. So that is so true as well. So for instance, NF has probably been going for a long while, and then suddenly overnight became famous. So even that overnight fame, even though you've been struggling to get to a position for a period of time, it could still be really, really just stifling. It could be something that really just, is all encompassing. And just, how do you feel? Even how do you even prepare to be famous? I don't know. How do you even prepare for what's going to happen? What comes after being famous?
Well, then I'm offended. Let's jog your memories. Here we go. Yeah, I went from nobody to kind of famous. Hide my plaques inside a closet, I just can't explain it. My wife, she tells me that she's proud and thinks that I should hang them, but I just leave them on the ground right next to my self-hatred. Yeah, man.
Oh. So his wife's saying that you should be proud and put your plaques out for all to see. But NF said he just hides them in the background with all the self-hatred. So it's always there. That's always there at the back of his mind, at the back of his being, that makes up part of who NF is. You know, he has this self-hatred. And that's where the good, so it's almost like the good and the bad, they all sit in the same place, guys. Even though a lot of people say you should shine on the good stuff, whatever, you know, and try and negate the bad. But NF is saying it's all the same and it's all at the rear. Wow. And in this picture, he's... Oh, is he painting that black thing on that guy's face?
Kind of famous. Hide my plaques inside a closet, I just can't explain it. My wife, she tells me that she's proud and thinks that I should hang them, but I just leave them on the ground right next to my self-hatred. Yeah, mental health. Where's my mental health? Diagnosed with OCD, what does that mean? We'll gather around. That means I obsessively obsess on things I think about. That means I might take a normal thought and think it's so profound.
So that is OCD. I obsessively obsess about things that I'm thinking about. Oh my goodness. So he's talking about mental health.
We'll gather around. That means I obsessively obsess on things I think about. That means I might take a normal thought and think it's so profound.
Ruminate over thoughts. I have this issue as well where I overthink things to the point where it can drive you loops. Really? You overthink just even the most simple thoughts.
I might take a normal thought and think it's so profound. Ruminating, fill balloons are full of doubts, do the same things. If I don't, I'm overwhelmed. Thoughts are pacing, they go round and round and round. It's so draining. Let's move on to something else. Fine, running the game if they don't even know it. Like I'm undercover and know when to blow it. They come out of nowhere, they don't even notice. The flow is so cold you would think it was snowing. I'm under the weather, but wind isn't blowing. I got an umbrella for difficult moments. You gotta admit it, I'm very devoted. I'm out in the rain, but it don't always.
Oh, he just speeded up his flow then. He said he's under the weather, but the wind's not even blowing. Oh my goodness. Wow.
The weather, but wind isn't blowing. I got an umbrella for difficult moments. You gotta admit it, I'm very devoted.
I'm under the weather, but the wind isn't blowing. I've got an umbrella for the difficult moments. So he's literally just tying up all these signs and symbols together, guys. So we've got all these people in the white here. I don't remember her from the first search. It's almost like they're watchers. They're just watching him. So are these like the psychiatrists? I don't know. They're just watching. And just seeing what he's doing.
Running the game if they don't even know it. Like I'm undercover and know when to blow it. They come out of nowhere, they don't even notice. The flow is so cold you would think it was snowing. I'm under the weather, but wind isn't blowing. I got an umbrella for difficult moments. You gotta admit it, I'm very devoted. I'm out in the rain, but it don't always alright. Hold up my balloons and cover up my face. I can feel them weighing on me every day. I should let them go and watch them float away. But I'm scared if I do, then I'll be more afraid. Tell them how I feel, but they don't wanna change. Tell them how I feel, but they remain the same. Loosen up my grip, they say that's not okay. Quiet. Hey, leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Hey, yeah.
Hey.
Quiet. Yeah, leave me alone. Yeah. Quiet. Leave me alone. I hate when they debate if we're underrated. We're so overlooked that they're looking over our numbers, Nathan. We don't do enough interviews or go out in public.
Oh, so this is now he's talking about the music industry. They're going over his numbers and everything and say, look, even though you think you're successful, you're not making the sales that we want to see. You know, you're a figure on a graph. On the graph, you should be up here, but your figures aren't, you know, your sales aren't. Really? He's just a commodity, people. They don't see him as a people. How many sales? How much money are you making for our company?
Quiet. Yeah, leave me alone. I hate when they debate if we're underrated. We're so overlooked that they're looking over our numbers, Nathan. We don't do enough interviews or go out in public lately. We don't post enough on our socials to keep the buzz from fading.
So they're saying that oh man, NF should be going out doing lots and lots of interviews, doing all these daily chat shows, this, that, and the third. He should be on social media, shooting the breeze, you know, with 1,000 MCs just to make it. But that's not part of his makeup, guys. Really?
We don't do enough interviews or go out in public lately. We don't post enough on our socials to keep the buzz from fading. Let it fade, yeah, let it fade. Once it's decimated, then you drop a song out of nowhere and all the fans embrace it.
I love that. Love that. So NF is going counter. He's a nonconformist. He's saying, oh yeah, you want us to go down the same old playbook. Do the TV shows, do the chat shows, do all the internet buzz, blah, 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 blah. But NF says, no, stop. Let it fade. Let the buzz die. Let his name disappear from people's lips and the mouths. And then, boom, come back when people least expect it. Like a meteorite. Boom. Watch that explosion. Watch the internet. And literally, what did he do? Same thing just a few weeks ago when he dropped Hope out of the blue and then the album. Oh my goodness. It was like wildfire, people. NF knows what he's doing, people. He literally is there one day, then gone the next. And then he'll suddenly reappear when we least expect it. And the buzz is bigger than Super Bowl.
We don't do enough interviews or go out in public lately. We don't post enough on our socials to keep the buzz from fading. Let it fade, yeah, let it fade. Once it's decimated, then you drop a song out of nowhere and all the fans embrace it. Then the buzz will surface again as part of my operation. I don't need advice from my doubts right now, end of conversation.
See, NF doesn't need any advice from you people. Why is he paying you? And now he's sitting in the cart. And I still don't know what that white material is in that cart, guys. So let me know in the comments.
Shut your mouth, yeah, shut your mouth. Better tune it down, close it now. If you make a sound, I'ma change it down. Funny how they be acting loud, coming unannounced, floating round. Man, the kid is wild, pretty wild, true. I'm kinda funny, but don't really show it. I keep it together, but have a disorder. I go to my room and I sit in my corner and talk to myself in a language that's foreign. I think of a rhyme and I have to record it, but no, if I don't, I wake up in the morning and question my life again, always avoiding. I hate to be different, but I hate to be normal, so.
Oh, I hate to be different, but I hate to be normal. The dichotomy of being inside yourself when you're torn from two ends. That's crazy.
In the language that's foreign, I think of a rhyme and I have to record it, but no, if I don't, I wake up in the morning and question my life again, always avoiding. I hate to be different, but I hate to be normal, so I hold up my balloons and cover up my face. I can feel them weighing on me every day. I should let them go and watch them float away, but I'm scared if I do, then I'll be more afraid.
So then he's got the debate with himself about the balloons, which I think is the burden he carries with him all the time. I should just let them go and float away. But then if I do, then I'll be more afraid. So there's that thing. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Really? Can he let go of that? But what will happen if he does? Wow. So you're weighed down by your burdens, even if you are in a position to let them go. They control you. Oh my gosh.
My balloons and cover up my face.
Hang on.
Again, always avoiding. I hate to be different, but I hate to be normal, so I hold up my balloons and cover up my face. I can feel them weighing on me every day. I should let them go and watch them float away, but I'm scared if I do, then I'll be more afraid.
I didn't notice that. So these guys, I don't know, this is some sort of fair or whatever. I don't even know what it's called, guys. But at one point they were all wearing white, and I've just realized they're wearing black. So black, is that his fears and all the issues he's carrying now? Whereas when they're all wearing white, that maybe is looking to the future. I'm going to wheel it back a little bit, guys. Sorry, I just noticed that these guys are now all wearing black, just like NF.
Pretty wild, true. I'm kinda funny, but don't really show it. I keep it together, but have a disorder. I go to my room and I sit in my corner and talk to myself in a language that's foreign. I think of a rhyme and I have to record it, but no, if I don't, I wake up in the morning and question my life again, always avoiding. I hate to be different, but I hate to be normal, so I hold up my balloons and cover up my face. I can feel them weighing on me every day. I should let them go and watch them float away, but I'm scared if I do, then I'll be more afraid. Tell them how I feel, but they don't wanna change. Tell them how I feel, but they remain the same. Loosen up my grip, they say that's not okay. Quiet, 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 quiet. Hey, leave me alone. Hey, yeah. Quiet, 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 quiet. Yeah, leave me alone. Yeah. back in no name, I said fame called. Told you I hung up, it kind of felt wrong.
Is that meant to be NF in the future, the guy in the car?
Finally called him back, we didn't talk long.
Wait. There's two. Hold on a moment.
Leave me alone! Remember back in no name, I said fame called.
Remember back in no name when I said fame called.
Told you I hung up, it kind of felt wrong.
Told you when I hung up, it kind of felt wrong. So now we've got two cards. So who's this? Guys, let me know in the comment section.
Finally called him back, we didn't talk long. He asked me how I'd been, I sent him this song. Yeah, think he took offense, he kinda seemed off. I texted him that night to ask what he thought. It took a couple days to get a response, but once I finally did, he said the song sucks. Feel the symptoms, couldn't miss him, wrestle with them, then I pin and flip him. Brought them back up nowhere, you should get some. Who you dissing? Mood is switching, don't come in the kitchen, you should listen. Cooking record for my hands are blistering. So persistent, don't forget this, hold attention. Soul is bending, no pretending, open-ended, low percentage, so demented. Whole consensus, flow tremendous, no apprentice, no incentive, show intensive, so possessive, tone aggressive, watch your step.
I just love the voices. There's a whole choir of voices in the background, and just, oh my goodness, this NF is just going off the scale. So who's that No Name? I don't know who No Name is.
You should get some, who you dissing? Mood is switching, don't come in the kitchen, you should listen. Cooking record for my hands are blistering. So persistent, don't forget this, hold attention. Soul is bending, no pretending, open-ended, low percentage, so demented. Whole consensus, flow tremendous, no apprentice, no incentive, show intensive, so possessive, tone aggressive, watch your step when I hold up my balloons and cover up my face. I can feel them weighing on me every day. I should let them go and watch them float away. But I'm scared if I do, then I'll be more afraid. Leave me alone, 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 leave me alone. Quiet, leave me alone. Quiet, leave me alone. Quiet, leave me alone. Quiet.
Oh. Who's that? Who's that? Leave me alone. Who's this? Oh my goodness. That is fantastic. Right off the bat, from the search to Leave Me Alone. Oh, I'm beginning to understand people. My goodness. Guys, I've done my NF journey more or less from the start, the get-go. I've seen quite a few of his bits and pieces, but I'm beginning to understand why people say this album, to me, Perception was my favorite album, but this one is now beginning to, I've only heard 2 tracks. It has blown me sideways, guys. Normally I just get my socks blown right off my shoes. Really? But this time, guys, I'm being blown sideways. Really? Inside out, outside in, upside down, sideways out. Really? Oh my gosh. I thought The Search was incredible, but I think this, Leave Me Alone, has literally, wow. Guys, I love this so much. I am so glad that you told me to take NF from the very beginning to now. Oh gosh. Wow. I love the production. I love the music scape, the soundscape. I love the visuals they're doing for this. I love every part of this journey, guys. I love this video and I love the music, but rapping, the MCing, the story of how they're telling the story, how NF is giving us the story. And you're saying about, you know, lightening the load of those balloons. But if he does, he fears that he's going to be even more, you know, it's a dichotomy of living with something which fills you with fear, but then releasing that same thing. What's it going to do? What happens if the fear remains? Or if it's not even fear, but whatever the feeling is remains? You don't know. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Oh my gosh, guys, loved it. I loved the imagery with the black and the white, you know, all the Really? Guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel here at Urb'n Barz, please subscribe. I really am at a loss for words to say. I need to watch that again, guys. That was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I absolutely loved that. And I was just saying that when NF did his Hope album, he dropped it, and he dropped Hope. I said that was a new benchmark, but I'm beginning to understand NF releases that benchmark each and every time. And I love the fact NF said, you know, you got all the people in the industry, or his record company, this, that, and everything else, or whoever it is, or people in NF's ear telling him, oh, you should be on the internet 24/7, you should be on chat shows, you should be on comedy shows, you should be, I don't know, whatever, doing collaborations, this, that, and everything else, blah, 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 blah. And he said, no, leave me alone. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to put stuff out. And once it's out, that's it. You're not going to hear from me again for a long time. And when I feel the time is right, boom, I'm going to put something down and the whole internet is going to be in meltdown. And my man's right. He knows what's best for him and what's the best way to approach what he does. Yes, you can look at all the sales and this, that, and everything else, whatever, but our man knows best. Guys, look after yourselves, look after each other. But more importantly than that, guys, make sure you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys.